Do I need to learn to code to be a product or UX designer? The most asked questions I see as a product designer. The short answer to this is no. You do not need to know how to code to be a UX or product designer. That doesn't mean you shouldn't understand it. If you're new here, hi, what's up? I'm Gemma and I'm a senior product designer who shares tips about UX for free. If that's something you're interested in, then why not hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. We established that designers do not need to know how to code. But why? When you work on a project, there's usually a team of people around you who specialize in certain areas. Creating products is like running a relay race. Members of the team take turns completing certain parts of the product in order to get it delivered. Designers are one piece of that whole relay race. We also have project managers, product owners, developers, front end and back end. Developers sometimes like to be called engineers, but they pretty much do the same role. Just some like to be called engineers, the others like to be called developers. Researchers, UX designers. And you also have test engineers, quality assurance engineers, and if you're lucky, a scrum master. It's a dream setup, but in smaller companies, the team are actually quite small. Maybe your team will be looking like one designer who takes care of the research and design. And you have a project manager and a product owner, sometimes called a BA, a business analysis. Maybe one or two developers, potentially three. Usually full stack, so that means they take care of the front end and back end, or you would have maybe two back end developers against one front end developer. So that's cool. So why are there companies out there who are looking for designers who are also developers? These type of roles are just to get people to do multiple roles for the less amount of money. So usually a company won't have enough money to hire 2 or 3 people, so they try and hire a unicorn who can do it all. I personally wouldn't recommend going for these type of roles unless you genuinely want to and you like doing that, because it's a lot of work to do both roles of a designer and a developer, and if you're responsible for both, you can't really do both as well as you would be able to do when you concentrate on the one role. But with that said, this shouldn't deter you from learning the basics of code. There are going to be times where you're going to need to collaborate with developers, and being able to speak their language will really benefit you. Knowing things like the difference between padding and margin, knowing when to give somebody a hex code, knowing what an API is. You don't have to know how it works, but knowing what it is really beneficial. Knowing all these things will really make you a better designer, because you will also understand the limitations of code. Knowing code will also give you empathy towards developers as well. So sometimes a developer will say to you, a certain thing that you design can't be built. You may be questioning why. But if you know how to code it, then you already know why, and then you would not have designed it that way in the beginning. Also gives you perspective in knowing how long something should take to build, especially if you can build it yourself. This doesn't mean that you should be building it during your day-to-day, because you have specialists in order to take care of that. It will make you a more switch-on designer, because you will know the limitations of everything that is involved, and you're also able to make quick decisions in knowing how long something is going to take to build. So you may choose a different solution because of the time frame it will take to be built. Knowing all these things are key, but that doesn't mean that you have to write code day to day. But I do recommend learning code, especially front end. So simple things like HTML and CSS will really give you the knowledge and understanding in order how your designs are brought to life. I hope this has cleared up a couple of things in order to know whether you should start to learn some HTML and CSS or learn some code in general. It gives you clarity to know that you shouldn't be picking up these tasks within your day-to-day role. If you do want to do them, that's absolutely fine. That's a personal decision, but make sure you're getting paid for doing 2 people's amount of work. If you found this video helpful and useful, then please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you can, give this video a like and maybe subscribe. I am really trying to grow this channel, so anything you can do to up my engagement will really help. I also offer one-on-one mentoring sessions as well over on my Super Peer page. If you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. And Last but not least, if you want to follow me over on Instagram, you can do so here. And until next time, bye.